Side lying 90-90 breathing is a drill we like to use in our warm-ups. It's very, very similar to a 90-90 hip lift, where we learn about our rib cage position in relation to our pelvis, and then use breathing to kind of solidify that and help open up a lot of range of motion at the hips. Just the supine 90-90 hip lift, where you're laying on your back, teaches about expansion up and down, whereas when we do side lying breathing, what it can do is it can help us understand breathing more laterally, so expanding the rib cage up on the top side and then feeling the ribs push down into the ground on the bottom side. So you take that 90-90 hip lift position where we're pushing our low back into the ground to create some posterior tilt. We're digging the hamstrings down, digging our heels down to feel our hamstrings and getting some adduction by squeezing the med ball, and you literally just turn it on its side. So I take that same exact position, I get stacked, so 90 degrees at my hips, a little bit of tuck to my hips underneath to take that arch out of my lower back. And then I use my bottom arm as a pillow so I can let my neck relax. And then kind of all the same principles as far as breathing. I like to put my hand on the ground as well too, because when I push down, it kind of helps me feel those obliques closest to the ground. So I take a silent inhale through my nose, get all that air in, and then a gentle exhale through my mouth. And as I do that, what I'm trying to do is on the inhale, feel my top rib come up, feel my bottom rib push into the ground, and then as I exhale, I'm trying to feel those come together again. So I get really, really good oblique activation. I kind of feel those side abs to help me control that rib cage position. So we'll typically do this for 3 to 5 breaths on each side. And what that's gonna do is that's really gonna help me kind of get in touch with my internal obliques, those abs on the sides that help me control my hip position. When I'm trying to brace, especially during a squat, where I need good control of my pelvis and I need as much hip internal rotation as possible to squat nice and deep, this side lying breathing drill is really, really helpful for that. So if you're having a hard time kind of controlling your pelvis during a squat, try doing a set of these beforehand.